All right, next question says, I just watched your video of my question from last week. Uh, I've since been feeling a bit better. I've been able to do the prescribed set and rep ranges. However, my numbers are still very far down from where they were a month ago. I think the only factor that's affecting my training is reduced time that I'm able to train, which is limiting my rest periods, but I'm still able to take around 4 minutes where I usually take 8. Um, I am maintaining my body weight and I've not fluctuated for over 6 months. I also have had my blood work done just over a week ago and there was nothing to report. What do you think is the best course of action? If you need more information, let me know. Um, as a side note, I've been able to add low bar squats back into my training, but only once a week at the moment. And there's a follow-up here. It says, if you think it's best that I change my training group, can we please take care of that ASAP? I'd like to get back on track as I have a competition in November. Um, so based on what we've talked about so far, I'm not really sure that it's necessarily time to change your training group. It sounds like the biggest thing that we've been dealing with here is short rest intervals. That's going to cause problems. And if you were doing longer rest intervals and now you're suddenly resting about half the time, it's not unreasonable to think that that's going to affect your overall progress. Um, you know, you we talked in the one that we did last week. Just want to verify and make sure here that um, yeah. So you've been feeling fatigued, and there hasn't been a real clear reason why. Um, that's why I recommended getting your blood work done and stuff like that. Um, and then we've got the follow up that you sent me this week. Um, changing training groups is not going to be something that's terribly effective in terms of helping you with your rest intervals, especially since most of the training groups tend to um, the direction that we would want to push you in terms of training groups is going to trend more toward higher volumes, more sets, and things like that. We could go the other direction. I'm looking for your input here. If you're, wanting to stick with the current training group and try to adapt to it a bit more, or if you're pretty much done with it. If you're frustrated, if you're ready to move on and try something else. So I'd welcome your input on what you want to do with your training coming up next, and we can go from there. But based on what I'm hearing so far, it's a tough call. It sounds like the rest intervals are likely playing a pretty big role, though. And if nothing else, we'll want to move you in the direction of a training group that's going to make the best use of your time, which is another potential problem. So if that's something that you want to try, then let me know. We can try it. I don't know that it's going to help that much, though. So this is really kind of an unusual situation that you're in, and yeah. So let me know what you think, and we'll try to continue modifying things and moving forward from there.